secret and some tips. Now, a lot of my students have been asking me how they can play all keys, especially on the saxophone. I have a lot of saxophone students, and they've been asking me how they can play fluently on all keys. Now, the thing is, I'm going to be showing you guys one simple trick which you can apply to all your playing. Hopefully, for the end of the month, you should be playing fluently, fully on the saxophone. Now, the first thing I'm going to advise you to learn is learn how to play your chromatic scale. Now, let me play that for you. I'm not going to show you how to play that today, but I'm going to play it and hear how it sounds. Now, learn how to play that. Now, so how can you play? Now, there's a way the saxophone. Let me cover this with the way the saxophone is built. You can actually play. If you can play a key, let's say for example you can play E flat. You're very good at E flat. That is the simplest key to play on the sax. Now the E flat. Now if you can play E flat, then you can play F. And some of you be like, how possible is that? Now what I'm trying to say is, if you can play E flat, you can also play F. You might not know, but almost the same fingers, almost the same shape, note movement. But just a slight change. Now, the key of E flat and the key of F make use of the same fingering, just a slight change. But just a slight change. Now I'm going to play E flat for you. Then later I'll play the key of F and you hear the difference. And I'll show you how to do that. F now. Now, you guys be wondering that, you'll be looking at how now those notes I just played, those things I just played, they make use of the same finger. Now, let me make it very, very simple for you guys. On the key of E flat, now you play. Now, the same thing, if you want to play F, now your regular E flat becomes the dominant. This is your G. The regular E flat for the key of E flat becomes the fifth note on the scale of the scale of F, which is F, which is going to be Do, Ti, La, So. So let's try that. Now your normal G on the key of E flat becomes the Re of F. Becomes the Re. Now your normal A on the key of E flat becomes the E. Becomes the E. Now pay attention to the next note. Now there's a little bit of change, just one slight change. It's just a single change in the fingering. Now, you know, normally when you are coming from E flat, when you play Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do and E flat, you end up with Ti, Do. But now, if you're playing coming from Sol, when we have to turn your E flat on the key of E flat, your Do on the key of E flat becomes your Sol on the key of F. Now, so when you are coming from the key of F, this E, instead of you moving this way, you form E, you add your palm key here. That's the only difference there. The only change is these two notes, so it becomes your F. So from every other thing there stays the same. So let me run through it again. I'll just play the key of E flat again and you guys hear it, and I'll play the key of A flat starting from the G. Starting from E flat. So, I don't play the key of F now, starting from the dominant, which is the 50th note on the scale. So that is very, very simple. So if you can apply that to all of your keys, I bet you if you're playing three keys before, if you apply that simple tricks, for the end of a week you're already playing six keys. So if you can play 5 keys on the sax, it's still the same fingering, just a little change. I bet you're already playing 10 keys. You already played 10 keys. So